these. So we're going to start out with some percentages. So here it says the test is worth 50 points and your test score was a 60%. The test score, you got a test score of 60%. So your score, well, we don't know, but we know that the test was worth 50 points. So that was our total in our actual number of points. Our score was a 60%. And if I had all of the test, what percentage would that be? So the key thing you have to understand is anytime you're working with percent, you know the total, although it's not listed there. When we work proportions, you will always have 3 of the 4 boxes filled in. So here they didn't give us 3 of the 4 numbers. We had to infer and understand that the whole test was 100%. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and cross multiply and divide. And because we're multiplying and then dividing by a percent, we don't have to change those percents to decimals. So I would punch in 50 times 60 and then divide that by 100. And when I do that, it gives me 30 for my actual score. So when I went through to do this, I had it set up like this, 30, whoops, no, that one wasn't there. I had it set up as 60 over 100. And then here I knew the total of 50 points. Cross multiply is 300 divided, or 3,000 divided by 100 would give me 30. So I got 30 out of 50. Okay, so let's try another one. And this would be something like where you guys may come into, where you actually work with this as you get older and you're trying to determine when you get into those higher level classes in college, sometimes you have to figure out what percentage do I need to get a certain grade. Okay, because grade point average in college, if you're trying to get into some of those upper level classes, you're trying to be a doctor, you have to maintain a certain percentage to get into those higher end careers. So here it says a test is worth 150 points, and you got a test score of 96. So they want to know how many points I got out of the 150. So my total test points was 150. My percentage, my score or your score, was a 96%. And the total percent on test was 100. It's always going to be 100 for the total. So if I set it up using fractions, it would look like this. And then the actual test was 150 points. We're going to cross multiply and then solve or divide by 100. So 150 times 96, and then divide that by 100, or take the 2 zeros off. You got 144 points out of the 150. So my answer would be 144 points. Oops. Okay, so I want you guys to try this one. So the test was worth 50 points. You got a test score of 78%. So go ahead and pause your video and work your way through this one. You can either use the table or you can set it up as the ratio fraction format. You should have ended up with 39 points. So you got 39 out of 50 on that test. Okay, so that's just working with some percentages and understanding that percentages can also be set up as proportions, and realizing that when you have a percent, that's always out of 100%.